Good morning, everyone. Glenda Mollet, and I'm in my craft room today stamping the July 2019 third club project. We're going to be making this home frame. So the supplies we're using are thick whisper white 5x7 and 5 7/8 by 3 7/8, a piece of basic black 6x4 and 3x4 1/4, piece of mossy meadow 2x3, piece of whisper white 2 by 2 1/4. So an oval die, magnolia memory dies, good morning magnolia stamp set, and the large letter dies that are retired. The ink we're going to use is Memento, and I'm going to be coloring with the petal pink and mossy melon combos. The blends. So I already videoed this once and it was sideways. So now I'm just checking to see if this one is the correct orientation before I carry on. Okay, it is. Perfect. So July host code is here. Please have your orders, online orders in by Wednesday, June the 26th. We're having it early because of course I'm not going to be here. So here's the home frame that we're going to make. Here's the one I did on the last video. So I'm going to show you, but I'm not going to stick them together. All right, so a piece of whisper white, thick whisper white. Well, this one's, yeah, thick whisper white. Then you layer the piece of basic black on, and then you layer the whisper white on there like that. So I'm just going to use a tiny itty bitty little bit of repositionable tape so I can show you how to line everything up without it moving everywhere. There we are. Okay, so when you're starting this out, I put the first one, the first letter and the last letter on, and then any in the middle. And we're going to be using an oval. Now this is the third oval, so 1, 2, 3, this one right in there. And then you know, if you can move these in a bit, the M is backwards. Let's turn that around. There you go. Spread that out just a bit. Now this is just quick and dirty placement because I have to get my ruler and make sure it should be 1 and 3/8 up from the bottom. Let's see if that works out. Yep. Okay, so I'm going to put some repositionable tape on the back of the oval because we're going to be moving this, because we're going to be doing different pieces during the rest of the run of the club, and I don't know whether we're going to do the monthly or every other month or sporadically, but we're going to do them. Okay, so once you get that on, then you put your ruler on here nice and straight, and then put adhesive on the back of your letters and just lay them down like that. And then we're going to color this, and it's going to sit flat on top like that. So there's that. Now, by using the repositionable tape, I can just gently pull this up. I don't want to pull it too hard. So this comes up to replace it with the next one. Okay, so there's the frame. Now I'll show you. Coloring the flower. I'm using petal pink and mossy meadow. And I've stamped this with the Good Morning Magnolia stamp set and used the Magnolia memory dies to cut it out. And I'm not coloring the whole thing. I like to have a little bit of white on the edge. So I'm just giving it a little bit of color, starting at the inside and working out. And then don't forget these 3 little doodads down here. Alright, and this is the dark, and I'm just adding a little bit more color. And all I'm doing is a flicking method. I'm not really coloring. There we are. And then you can go back over with your light one if you want, but this step's not really necessary unless you want a little bit more color, because it tends to make things a little bit brighter in color. Okay, and then to do the leaves, use the light mossy meadow in a circular motion to get lots of ink on there. Now if you don't want to blend, just leave them like that. They're fine. And I'm going to do it. Just a little flick of the dark in there. And go back over with the light just to blend it in a bit. There we are. Now do the stem in dark. There we are. It's just that easy. So then, remember this is the one I haven't done. So then you just put it down flat on your oval like that. Now you can't, depending on the frame you're using, I'm not using shadow box frames, so everything I do has to be flat so that it will fit in the frame. So here's the frame, and Ted has painted these, and thanks to Betty and Penny for collecting them at the garage sales. I just discovered that the glass is really dirty, so I'm just going to get a paper towel before I put this in there. I'll have to go and clean the glass, but I thought I'd get rid of at least get rid of the black specks. Yeah, so Betty and Peggy collected these. Penny collected these for me in the economy shop and garage sales. And then I had Ted, of course now all the black spots are all over my frame. I had Ted spray paint them with some flat black spray paint. This one comes with a piece of closed cell foam. So Joyce, if you're watching this, I'm not going to mail you your frame because it has glass in it. So it'll be here when you move back to the island. Or let me know and I will just ship you out the frame and you don't have to have the glass in it. So there you go. There are the 2 frames. They were just that easy. This one's dirty too. Just that easy to do. So every once in a while we're going to be making new O pieces for it. So make sure you use repositionable tape to hold that down so you can pull it up when you're ready for it. There we are. So that's the 3rd project for the July Stamping Club that will meet on the 26th of June. Make sure you have your online orders in by noon on June the 26th and use this host code. Yvonne is our hostess this month. So that's it for this one. Thanks very much, everyone. I hope you have a wonderful day. Thanks for joining me in my craft room this morning. Stampin' Smiles. Bye for now.